Well, this here's my latest toy. It's a 2009 Crown Victoria Ford P71. It's an ex-police car, so it has heavy-duty suspension, heavy-duty brakes, heavy-duty coolers for everything, trans oil, engine oil, and power steering. And basically I like these because they handle better than the civilian models, and the brakes are also better than the civilian models. This one's got 111,000 miles on it. It has 2,700 and some idle hours on it, which is pretty good. You want to be under 3,000. And I've been de-policifying it a little bit, trying to make it look like a normal white Crown Victoria. It's got a couple issues that we're gonna address over the next week or so. One is it needs front brake pads really bad. I'm kind of surprised. These are usually maintained really, really well, and the rest of the car looks really good. I checked the brakes this morning, and there's like nothing left of the front brake pads. It's got a check engine light on, which I think is probably oxygen sensors, so we'll probably put new oxygen sensors on it. And that's it. We'll be driving this to work. The air conditioning on these work great. I mean, this thing will freeze you out. It's pretty neat. The other thing these come with, this one has a usually the police cars have a 3.2 shoot, what is it? It's 327 rear gears in it. That's what they normally come with. That's what this one has, but this one has the additional limited slip, which is good. Today we removed the spotlight, and wow, that's way more complicated than I thought it was going to be. That is a pretty complicated piece of machinery, that cop car spotlight. It didn't work, and it was all rusted out inside. So I mean, it would be nice to have out here in the country for like when you come home in the winter and you want to see what's in your mailbox, that kind of thing, but I can live without it. This also has a cage in the back, so I'll probably be taking that out. It had a partition in here, which was, you know, this plexiglass stuff with a screen in the middle. I took that out today just because, you know, the door latches and windows, buttons and locks don't work in the back of these cars, so it's kind of a trap hazard. If you accidentally got in there with that plexiglass still in there and the door shut, you would not be able to get out. You would become a prisoner. So at least we got that taken care of, so I won't accidentally get stuck in my own car. These have a gigantic trunk in them. Let's see, where's the trunk button? Oh, there it is. That's like a 3-body trunk. Pretty gigantic. Full-size spare. This one didn't come with a jack. I'll have to find one of them somewhere. Yeah, this one actually has the adjustable pedals, which is this button here. flashlight in there and with the pedals. There we are, coming up towards you. Here, make it go all the way down. Pretty weird. I guess that's for people who are extra tall. You know, when you have the cage in the back of this thing, you can't really, the seat doesn't go back as far as it would normally. So I guess that's to accommodate the lack of being able to push it back. I mean, it's still plenty for most people. It's plenty for me, actually. I got no problems with it. Let's fire up this air conditioning here. Oh, had the heat on. It wasn't that cold today. It wasn't hot as normal, but oh yeah, that cools right down. Pretty simple controls: lower speed, temperature, where you want it to go. This one also has defrosters for the mirrors. Got a regular AM/FM radio, you know, nothing special. But that's fine for me. This one has tilt wheel. Oh, and one of the big things that you have a hard time finding in a police Crown Victoria is cruise control. Now, I don't know about you. If I'm going to have a car like this, I'm going to drive it on the highway, you got to have cruise control. So, I mean, it took me like 3 months to actually finally buy one of these things, and that's one of the main criteria, is one with cruise control. Or set the ticket right in light. The cover's busted off of it. See if we can get another one of them. And it's got little interior lights. It's a cop car, so they don't open up. They don't turn on automatically when you open the door. Standard Ford 4.6 liter single overhead cam V8. This one needs an alternator. I'll show you why. So watch this center section. I'll shut the engine off and you'll see it continues to spin. There, so we got to get an alternator for it. Front brakes. And there's one other thing. I forget what. We were just going through adjusting the headlights a little while ago. It's getting darker now, so in a little bit we'll go out and drive it around and test the headlights. See how well they work.